Welcome back to the show. We are kicking things off with the Philadelphia 76ers season slamming, shut in a sweep by the New York Knicks. Star Joel Embiid is dropping some unexpected jokes about his lingering back issues and what might be the actual solution, sparking some serious off-season speculation about his future.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This Allen 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the controversy surrounding Joel Embiid. Chris Canty is calling him out hard on using his 5-year-old son as a shield against tough media questions after the devastating loss to the Knicks, demanding accountability from the franchise's face. We turn to the surprising silver lining for Joel Embiid. Despite the tough loss, we look at the unexpected health developments, noting that his knees aren't a problem heading into the offseason, offering a glimmer of hope for the Sixers moving forward. And finally, the big trade talk. Kendrick Perkins has weighed in, suggesting it's time for a change of scenery for Joel Embiid, and we explore what Daryl Morey and the 76ers front office might be considering for the future of the franchise. The Philadelphia 76ers concluded their 2025-26 season after being swept in the Eastern Conference semifinals by the New York Knicks. The series ended with Joel Embiid being significantly hampered by a back injury. Following the elimination, Embiid shared a light-hearted perspective on potential solutions for his back issue with Adam Aronson of the Philly Voice. In jest, Embiid suggested that remedies might involve increased church attendance or even a curse affecting him or the city of Philadelphia, before clarifying that the comments were a joke. The injury concerns loom large for the 76ers as they head into the offseason, particularly regarding Embiid's future and ongoing physical limitations. Embiid was limited to just 38 games this season due to his persistent injury problems and was sidelined for the playoffs after undergoing an emergency appendectomy. He managed a return midway through the opening round series against the Boston Celtics, proving to be a key catalyst in the team's comeback victory after trailing 3-1. During the playoff run, Embiid delivered impressive statistics, averaging 24 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 5.4 assists, complemented by shooting splits of 46% from the field, 17.9% from three-point range, and an outstanding 83.1% from the free throw line. Embiid remains under contract with the 76ers for at least 2 more seasons, with a potential opt-out window opening in the 2028 offseason. Joel Embiid is facing new criticism after the Philadelphia 76ers were swept out of the playoffs by the New York Knicks. Following the disappointing 144-114 home loss, Embiid was expected to address tough questions from the media regarding the team's performance. However, during a recent press conference, Embiid was observed holding his 5-year-old son on his lap, leading to accusations that he is using his child as a shield against criticism. On Monday morning, Chris Canty on ESPN Radio's Unsportsmanlike strongly criticized Embiid's behavior. Canty asserted that Embiid was using his son as a human shield, making it difficult for reporters to ask critical questions. Canty urged Embiid to own the moment, face the media scrutiny, and take accountability for the team's failure. Canty expressed frustration over Embiid offering generalized organizational blame rather than taking personal responsibility for the team's poor showing. This sentiment echoes broader concerns raised by other commentators, such as Maggie Gray, who has argued that athletes bringing children to press conferences can inhibit reporters from performing their duties. Canty suggested that while bringing children to the podium is acceptable after a victory, doing so after a loss can inherently soften an athlete's response to criticism. The controversy highlights a growing debate over how professional athletes manage accountability and public scrutiny following significant team setbacks. The Philadelphia Sixers experienced a surprising offensive resurgence with Joel Embiid, who single-handedly propelled the team to a first-round victory over the Celtics, overcoming an initial 3-1 deficit. This performance came less than a month after Embiid underwent an appendectomy, signaling his continued dominance on the offensive end despite recent health setbacks. However, the recent sweep against the Knicks offered little immediate optimism. The silver lining, however, lies in Embiid's knee health heading into the offseason. Following a torn lateral meniscus in January 2024, Embiid returned for the playoffs playing on one leg. His summer commitments, including competing at the Olympics, led to missed NBA preseason time due to left knee injury management, which persisted through the season, ultimately resulting in Philadelphia ruling him out for the remainder of the year in February 2025 due to being medically unable to play. Embiid expressed his feelings on the recent performance, stating, "I hate losing," but framed the season as a success for his recovery, noting they figured out the knee would be healthy next season. It is worth noting that Embiid missed time in the first round and Game 2 against New York due to hip and ankle injuries, separate from his knee issues. Trading Embiid over the summer presents a significant challenge for the Sixers due to his injury history and contract, effectively keeping him tied to the current core. As the start of the next season is months away, the team must focus on ensuring Embiid is in the best possible shape. His current status, being free from the immediate threat of surgery or extensive rehab, is a positive development. While fans should maintain realistic expectations regarding Embiid's health, this period of relative stability could be viewed as a positive omen. A restful and rejuvenating summer is crucial for the 32-year-old player's body and mind. For Philadelphia, the focus now shifts to the offseason, where the team must work on roster improvements around the margins, most critically by finding a suitable backup center, as relying on Embiid for the majority of next season is unrealistic. Ultimately, the Sixers must proceed with the extension signed in 2024 and hope for the best as they aim to recapture their championship aspirations. The Philadelphia 76ers' 2025-26 season concluded abruptly with a blowout loss in Game 4 against the New York Knicks, sealing a series sweep. The team appeared lethargic throughout the contest, facing significant offseason uncertainty, particularly concerning the future of star player Joel Embiid. Following the disappointing playoff exit, former NBA big man and current ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins weighed in on potential front office moves. On his show, Perkins stated that the relationship between Embiid and the team needed to end, asserting, "It's time for both parties to separate. I believe Joel Embiid needs a change of scenery." This sentiment aligns with ongoing trade rumors surrounding Embiid, who has faced persistent injury issues and has seen Tyrese Maxey assume the role of the franchise's primary offensive option. While Embiid demonstrated immense offensive force when healthy, such as in his performance against the Boston Celtics, the team's reliance on his health has been a recurring challenge. Analysts suggest that the upcoming 2026 offseason may finally see the 76ers actively exploring trade options to acquire a new big man, signaling major decisions ahead for general manager Daryl Morey and the organization.